Template management for 3.3 has been redesigned to provide a one operation tool. Regardless of where we open template management, it always takes us to the same tool. In this case, I'm going to expand the tools folder, and here we see template management. By clicking template management, we'll open up the management tool. And you'll see your folders as you've seen before. I'll expand my favorites and click on the URI encounter. Notice in the bottom identification line, you'll now see the date that this template was created, the last date that it was loaded, and how many times it's been used. This will give you some indication as to whether or not this is a template you want to remain to keep in your favorites, or if you'd like to clean up your favorites and delete one that's not used. I'm going to close template management. From the open encounter, on the action bar we also have a button that says template management. You'll notice as I click that button, it opens up the same tool that we got when we opened the tools management folder earlier. Again, I'll expand my favorites, click on the URI encounter, and I've decided to make this my favorite encounter or my default encounter. So I'm going to right click on its name and select default encounter template. The URI encounter now includes the words default template, telling me that this is now my preferred template. Closing. I'll now open the SO note. My default encounter is loaded automatically. We have the same buttons that we've had before down the left-hand side: HPI, PMH, ROS, and PE, and I'll document just as I always have in the past. Chief complaint, fever. I've decided I don't want chills to be in my default encounter template anymore, so I'm going to click on it, right click, and I can remove this from my default encounter template. I'd like to add a new term, so I'll go up to Find Term, type in the term I wish to find. Now that I've found that term, if I right click on its name, I can add this to my default template. I'll go ahead and document that while I'm here. Go up to the template drop-down shortcuts, click on the Home key. This is a new button that's available. This will automatically return me back to my default encounter template. Notice blurry vision is now part of my default template. So this allows me to add and delete directly from the template while I'm documenting. Let's go back to template management. Now let's see how we can make some changes to this template. So I'll open my favorites, select the URI encounter, and now that I have it identified, I'll go to the action bar and click Edit. The edit mode now opens the template, but it looks like an encounter template. We can see all the different items that are in here. All templates are now considered encounter templates. Even if they only contain SO information, they can contain items in the HPI, review of systems, history, physical findings, and tests. I can add diagnoses for the AP section, procedures. I can place orders into the template, other therapy, and I can also load images, which is part of the drawing tool we'll see later. If I expand history of present illness, we'll see all the items that are in this template. And here again, I can choose an item and choose to remove it from my template. I can add items to this template by going up to Find Term, search for, and re-add items back into my template. So what if I wanted to add some additional things, such as a diagnosis or an order? On the left-hand side, here's my navigation areas to the different sections. So let's add an order. We'll click on AP. Across the top, I would like to order a lab. We'll search for a CBC and add this to our template. I now have an order that would be included when I use this template later in the AP section. If I want to order a radiology, and add that as well. So I can add procedures. I can now add order consults as defaults into my template, so I have those that are repeated. Labs, radiology, medications, other therapies. When I'm finished making all the modifications to my template, I'll save this and close. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to go to my AP section now. The default encounter template opened automatically. We'll click on the Order Sets tab. Here are the two orders that I added as part of the template earlier. And now to order these, I can select them from here. These are part of my template. Template management in AHLTA will take some practice, but with a little modifications, you'll be able to have a very inclusive template that contains all the tools that you need. Remember, a template does not have to contain all the items. If you simply want to create an AP and orders template, that can be made without including any of the SO portions as well. And you can have all the different types of templates that you like. For detailed instructions and advanced features of template management, be sure to see your local AHLTA trainer for assistance.